Walks into a library, goes up to the front desk and says, "I'll take a bologna with mayo on rye bread." And one looks at him and says, "Sir, this is a library." He says, "Oh, sorry. I'll take a bologna on rye with white bread."
You messed that up.
How did no one catch that joke?
It's not that funny.
I get it.
I think it's really funny.
Well, you said bologna on
I
rye
told
with
that.
white bread.
I told that like 5 times on
said?
Friday night, and my friends thought
The second time you said bologna on rye with white bread.
Alright. Come here. Alright.
You can get this one, Jack.
A priest, a rabbi, and a Protestant minister are sitting on a boat. The priest says, "Hey."
Protestant minister.
The priest says, "Hey, I forgot my lunch on shore." He gets up, walks across the water, and walks back into the boat with his lunch. And the rabbi says, "You know what? I forgot my hat." Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The Protestant minister. I messed that one up. The Protestant minister says, "I forgot my hat." He gets up, walks across the water, and walks back into the boat, sits down with his hat. The rabbi looks at him and says, "Whoa, maybe these guys have the right idea. I'm going to give that a try too." So he says, "You know what? I forgot my latkes." He gets up, steps in the water, falls right to the bottom. The priest and the minister look at each other and look down at the rabbi in the water, and they say, "I think we should have told him where the rocks are."
I get it. Okay, the last.
No.
Okay.
Hi, Francis.
Hi, Miss Murphy.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Francis.
Hey, Denise.
Let me take that so I can take you. Hi, Dad.
All right.
Camera. Get up and when you see me again, I hope that you have been the kind of person you are now. Got to get this straight. How can I ever be late? Take all my time.
Anything you get?
They're all crazy, Francis. They're all crazy.
Who was this for?
It's just Francis's.
Oh, okay.
So, Frankie.
Yeah.
Tell me a joke.
I don't know what joke. I'm not good at jokes.
Okay.
Kevin Shaw tells you. Okay, so a priest, a rabbi, and
No,
a
you're
minister
not
walk into
telling
a
that
bar,
joke.
and the bartender
You're
says,
not-
"Hey, what is this, a joke?" Ha
So, wait, I got a joke.
Okay.
Okay.
3 missionaries are walking through the Amazon.
No.
No?
No. No other tones. All right. So there's this string, and he's really hungry, and he decides to go to this restaurant, and he goes up to the restaurant, and there's a big sign in front of the restaurant that says "No strings allowed."
I heard this.
So shut up. So he puts a hat on, and he goes inside, and he decides to press his luck, and the maitre d's like, "Hey, you are a string. Get out of here. No strings allowed." So the string hangs his head, and he walks out at the restaurant. He comes back, he puts on a pair of jeans, and, well, a leg of a jean, and a cowboy hat, and he goes back in, and this time the maitre d' seats him. How come I can see myself? And the maitre d' seats him, and he says, "Hey, you're that crazy string, aren't you? Get out of my restaurant." So the string hangs his head and leaves. So he decides to try one more thing before he leaves. He
comes
takes
back with
the
a
string.
gun.
No. He takes the top of his string and he ties it in a knot, and then he frays out the top of his string. And he goes back in and he gets seated and he gets a menu, and the maitre d' comes over and goes, "Hey, you're that string, aren't you?" And the string goes, "I'm afraid not."
Wow, Miss Murphy, that's so bad.
Okay, I got another one. So three guys are at the gates of heaven waiting to get into heaven. And St. Peter asks the first guy, "Did you live a good life? And did you ever cheat on your wife?" And the guy said, "No, I never cheated on my wife. She's a wonderful woman, and I loved her with all my heart." And St. Peter said, "Oh, good. Well, then you get to drive a Mercedes around heaven." So then the second guy comes up, and St. Peter says the same thing. "Did you ever cheat on your wife?" And he said, "No, I never cheated on my wife, but I thought about it all the time. She drove me crazy." He says, "All right, you get a Toyota." So then the third guy comes up, and St. Peter says, did you cheat on your wife?" And he said, "Well, yeah, I cheated on her all the time. Actually, I couldn't get enough of cheating on her. She drove me crazy. She was a stupid you-know-what." And he said, "Okay, well, you drive a Le Car. A Le Car, I don't care, whatever." So the guy with the Le Car goes into heaven. You remember Le Cars? That was a really bad time. Anyway, that's a downfall of the United States.
You drove a Tempo, that's what you're going to do.
Tempo, there you go. Anyway, so the guy with the Le Car sees the guy with the Mercedes crying his eyes out at the local heaven bar. And so he goes up to the guy with the Mercedes and he says, "Dude, you're in heaven. You're driving a Mercedes. What could you be crying about?" And he said, "I just saw my wife go by on a scooter."
Oh. And she like knocks us into the seat. I was like, okay.
And then she's like, "More."
Yeah.
So I'm like against the window. I'm like, "What the hell? There's room right there." And this other girl, she's like, "Yo, boy, why you whining? She'll be in a minute."
And then she goes to me. She goes, "Oh yeah, well they're not saying that long. Your nigga was just whining." And
Kevin,
she,
the black girl called me nigger.
You should have answered like Lil Jon. What?
And then on the bus ride, they're talking about where's Waldo. The one girl's like, "Yo, you ever play Where's Waldo?" Well, wait, where's Waldo?
I don't play those games.
Yeah, I never play those games, man. I can't find. That's because you're always blue. He's hiding around the people who are blue, and he dresses blue. Oh, that's why I can't find him. I always think he's wearing red and white. No, he's wearing blue.
It was one of the
And then like there's 5 minutes of dead silence, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Yo, girl, lean up, get up." And then the other one says, "No, man, I'm chilling."
Wait, was one of them white?
I'm like, where did these people
All
come
5 of them are black.
Oh.
from? Well, 5 of them.
And one of them had like a
I was
gender
like,
problem. She was wearing a button-down plaid shirt and baggy jeans.
Because if one of them were white, you should have
So
screamed,
she
"Yo,
calls
Crackle,
back
what?"
19.
Greg?